Hello my lovelies and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be playing with probably one of the most requested hair tool brands, Launch. I've done a video, I think, almost 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I tested out a couple of their hair tools, and this time I'm gonna test out 3 new hair tools that they're carrying. And still, you guys, so many of you ask and so many of you say and tell us that it's your favorite hair brand. So let's just jump right into it. And quick disclaimer, if you're hearing weird sounds, we have crazy construction going on in our house right now, so please bear with me. Let's begin. So we have Le Volume. This is their 2-in-1 volumizing brush dryer. Retails for $179, but I got it for $99. Next we have their Le Waver. This is their 3-barrel waving iron shadow. Again, full retail price is $179 US. I got it for $99. And then last but not least, I got their Le Duo 360-degree airflow styler. And this one retails for, again, $179, and I got it for $89 US. Why this tool is so fascinating, why we were so interested, we both saw an ad on Facebook, was this right here. You see these little lines with holes? This is some kind of air that's flowing out while you're styling your hair to cool it off simultaneously as you're styling the hair. We'll see. I'm really intrigued. I like that it comes with a little Velcro thing right here. Oh, that's a nice swivel cord. I like that it's long. This definitely feels and looks like a miniature tool, something that I would travel with. Because this right here is more of like a full size. You can see how much smaller this tool is right here. The only cool thing about this is the fan, because otherwise it's very tiny. I would rather just get their regular sized straightener or curling wand, curling irons, because this is very tiny. I mean, look how small that is. That's as wide as it opens. Okay, let's just straighten this, and then I really wanna use this to curl the hair.
The hair doesn't do anything when you do that.
Straightens really good though, except I have to go over certain parts just because the plates are very tiny. That's really good for one pass. You know what? I want to try to curl this hair. I literally couldn't see what I was doing. I like that it doesn't really tug on the hair as much. I like that the plates are nice and smooth. Look at that, that was nice and easy. I wanna show you guys a different way that I curled my hair. This one, you go down and you really kind of elongate the curls, versus this one is more of like a curling iron curl. I just want to brush this out. But you can see now a huge difference with what the curls look like. Let's quickly talk about this before I move on to the next tool. I have some pros and cons. So let's talk with the cons first and then end on a positive note. So the cons, the fan, honestly, I think it's not needed. It's a very minimal amount of airflow, so it doesn't really make a difference. The next con is the real estate of the plates. They're way too small to be considered like a full-size tool. I think you're losing a lot of real estate. And the packaging, it does not feel like almost a $200 tool, which is full price $179 US. Everything right here, the way the tool is placed together, you can see it was very rushed, or just the quality is not there. It's not aligned properly. It just doesn't look and feel luxurious. But let's go into the positives. The main positive of this is the clamps. It makes it so easy because it literally does the job for you. All you do is just put your hair in there, you clamp it, and then you just twist whichever way you're going. I think it's a great tool for people that want to curl their hair, style their hair, wave their hair with a flat iron, but without, you know, holding and clamping your flat iron. Let's move on to this next tool right here. Some cool features with Le Waver is you have titanium barrels, which is really nice. And then the digital temperature ranges from 140 Fahrenheit to 450 Fahrenheit. And then again, it has a dual voltage, and then it has also, again, a power swivel cord and 60-minute auto shut off, which is great. I'm going to kind of mix the waves together to kind of give a different look. But I do really want to test this one out and kind of compare it to one of my faves, the bed head. And this one is really cool because you can change the size of the waver, which is really unique. And it's not expensive. It's not going to break the bank. Like I said, I'm just going to go in and see what I like. I'm going to try it both ways, like this and then like this. See which one I prefer better. Let's go this way first. And I have it at 390 Fahrenheit. And it feels pretty warm. There you go. This just reminds me of every single type of a waver that does something like this, the S-wave that we call it. I think this one does a good job. The only thing I will say is I wish it had like this right here. You can make it bigger or smaller. I think that's really neat. I'm gonna go this way. Are you guys into these S-waves, these bed wavers? I don't know why, I can't get into it. I think it looks good on people with really long hair, but my hair length on me, I don't like it. Okay, I definitely preferred the first way that I did it with the barrels facing up. Yeah, this looks a lot better. I'm just styling my hair, the rest of it, without the fan. Because I want to see if it's going to make a difference, and it's not. I do want to mention one thing. To get the best results with this tool right here, I prefer going with the barrels down or the plates just because of this right here. Because it's so tight and has such a little tiny opening, it does get the hair stuck when you go like this, away from your head. Not down, but kind of just parallel to your head. So keep that in mind. But I do want to say that I think this right here, if it does go more on sale, get it, try it out for yourself. But I personally don't think it's worth almost the $100 to almost $200 price tag, full retail price. So the Le Waver, I think this is a good price set at like $75, $80 max. I think what's great about it is the titanium plates, because something like that's like this big and that much real estate, you want something that has great even heat distribution and something that heats up quick and it stays heated for a really good amount of time. Let's play with their Le Volume, their 2-in-1 volumizing styler. And this one retails originally for $179, but I got it for $99. It doesn't say that it has any kind of special technology or better technology than the original Revlon. It doesn't have titanium plating, or at least it doesn't say. It doesn't say that it has specific or different bristles. It has the nylon and the boar bristles combined, just like the original Revlon. It does have a little bit of a different packaging that they added. They added a tiny little LED light to the temperature setting, but the temperature settings are the exact same. Wow, that Revlon's so fast.
Did it sound a little more powerful?
Yeah, it seems way more powerful on the highest setting. I'm just gonna continue doing 1-2-1, and I'm just really curious because it's essentially the exact same tool, just, you know, different name and slightly different packaging. All right, I'm gonna be completely honest, and I might hurt someone's feelings. Well, probably quite a bit of people that have Launch La Volume. I prefer the Revlon better. Revlon is a lot faster, it's definitely a lot hotter, and there's a lot more airflow. But then again, it could be a negative to some because you could have a lot more flyaways, like a lot more hair sticking up in certain areas if you don't blow dry, kind of going downwards. And then the second time, like, you gotta be very careful. You see how my thumb is kind of red right here, the difference? That's from the heat from both sides. It gets hot very quickly and it kind of stays there for a little bit. So you gotta be very cautious when you're kind of working with sections by section to be careful, but that's on both sides. But Revlon's definitely a little bit more hotter than the Launch. So that's why I'm saying it could go both ways. Either you can really love that because you're gonna use a lot less time to style your hair, or you might not enjoy that as much. Both of them took out as much hair, very similar, just because those boar bristles, it kind of really, you know, clings onto the hair, which is good and a bad thing because you don't want the hair just to slip off the bristles. You want some kind of hold. Next thing, price. Revlon beats it. It's at $59.99 full retail price, but because it's so popular on Amazon and they're big retailers, it's always on sale. I have not seen it for full price since it like exploded. It's either $45, sometimes $23. It's just always on sale. I think the only reason why you would get the Launch is either you really like their other hair products and hair tools, or you just like the packaging more, which I'll definitely give the Launch. I think their packaging is so much better. It's definitely a lot more sleek. And one thing I do really like about their packaging is the handle. It's the exact same size, but they have this like diamond texture on it. Well, diamond pattern texture. And it feels very comfortable in my hand when I'm styling. But the last thing I don't like about it is the dial for the temperature setting. I don't know why, but something about it just gets like, if you have to get it in the perfect spot, versus this one, it just has a nice little boop, boom, you know? But I can see a lot of people liking this as well because it's not really in the way.
What would you price it at?
Similar, $59.99. It does not have to be more expensive. I think maybe like $60, maybe $61.99, just because they added that little LED light. And what is the LED light in manufacturing?
Manufacturing? You can add 5 cents.
5 cents per packaging. And why I'm being, I guess, harsh to some people with these tools is because, especially these ones right here, these volumizers and stylers, they're all copying Revlon, but they're not improving them. They're keeping them exactly the same, or they're making them even worse, and then they're putting a really high price tag on these tools, and it's just, it's a shame. I wish it were a lot better. I think my least favorite tool would definitely be this, but that's just for me personally. I just am not a fan of these tools, but this tool definitely works really great. And I think it actually worked a little bit better than the bed head. It had more of a consistent look to it, and it definitely lasted a pretty good amount of time. Another tool that I am really fascinated was this one right here, the one with the air coming out, but honestly, the air was pointless in my opinion. It didn't really add or take away from anything. And then last but not least, this one right here has its pros and cons. Cons, it has nothing, it didn't add anything better to this tool than the Revlon already has. All right, you guys, I'm gonna end the video here. I'm sorry if I hurt some of your feelings, that I'm not raving and gushing over some of these tools. They're just not worth it. But again, it's my opinion. This is just my own opinion from testing so many tools from, you know, a lot of years, and just seeing what is actually good quality and what is not. But for now, thank you for watching, spending time with me, and I'll see you next one very soon. Bye.